And welcome back. My name is Dave, and this is Macaro Siding, my N-scale layout. I know last week we did vehicle painting. We're going to do vehicle painting again because something magically arrived in the mail a few days back, and I'm gonna switch over to 6 here. So that's a snowplow. And so is this. And I have one person to thank for this, and his name is Billy Stewart, and he's on a Facebook page called Dark Wolf 3D Models. Now what I did was I went on there and I noticed lots of people on that Facebook page were asking for models. So I thought, well, I'll just put it out there. Does anybody have a model of a snowplow? Well, Billy didn't have a model of a snowplow, but he made one. So now I have 6 of these to go in the highways facility, and today I'm going to paint just one of them. There'll be some painting, a stop in the video, some painting, a stop in the video. Mostly because the stop in the video is going to be a hairdryer drying things, and you don't need to hear that. So let's just take a look at some pictures of some snowplows. So I was trying to figure out what the paint scheme was going to be. So this is one. We got white wheels and chrome stairs and a chrome grill. Here we have white wheels and dark set of stairs here, and no chrome on the front. Here we have another one, and it's obviously white wheels again, or I think they're actually chrome or silver, and then a gas tank. I'm trying to remember if there's a gas tank on this thing. He put stairs on both sides. Oh, he did. He put a tank behind the stairs. Okay, so I'll be painting that. Next is one in action, so we can see all of the black in here. This one has a chrome grill as well. We've got 2 lights up here, and so does this. Where are we? Right here, right there, and right there. And again, you'll notice they're all an orange color. So I painted them construction yellow. Now this one's a little bit different. This is the back side of it, and I'm going to take some styrene, or I'm going to 3D print these, and I'm going to glue them onto the back of the trucks, the plows, after everything else is done. And here another one with black grill, and we can see where everything else is. Again, lights up in front here, a blue light in the middle up here. I think. Okay, we got horns. Oh, we got lights. There are lights up top here, just tiny little specks of things. But I think that we might paint those blue. And lastly, one with an orange plow, which is not what we're going to do. But again, this one is chrome or silver wheels, chrome stairs, yellow body, black grill. So, yellow body, black grill is where we're going with this. As I said, I've already painted them all in the construction yellow, or construction, yellow. What I'm going to do, once they're finished, now this is a matte color. I'm going to experiment. I've got some pickup trucks I can experiment with here. And I'm going to spray them with either a semi-gloss like this one, or a full gloss, and I don't know which. So I'm going to experiment with the pickup trucks, and then I'll make a commitment on the snowplows. So what we're going to do here today is get started on this, and I'm going to try and, I've got a little yellow dot here, and I'm going to try and No, I'm zoomed in all the way I can zoom in, so we'll just have to go with that. So I'm going to try and keep it above that yellow dot so you can see what's going on. All right. So the first thing to do is we're just going to take some flat black. All I've got here is a disposable little plate, and I'm just going to pick up some paint with my brush. I put the paint out too early, it's already skinning over. And I'm going to start with the plow. He says as he gets paint on something he didn't want to get paint on. So we're just going to take this and see me? Yeah, you can see it. I'm going to try and keep my hand and head out of the way. Now the flat black is the same flat black that we used last week from Tamiya. Now we're going to turn it over the other way. And back. Yesterday I glued down the base for the scenery, and I glued down the highway in front of the facility. It's hard to do this on camera and keep a steady hand, but we're going to try. I could have sprayed this with a... I'm going to put my thumb on here because the truck is moving around and I don't want it to. I could have sprayed the black with the airbrush, but there would have been too much overspray, and I don't know that the yellow would ever have covered the black. At least not without 100,000 coats of paint. I'm just going to keep going here with the paint. Sorry, I just moved it out of camera so I can get at the grill, but I need to be right up close to it, and that reminds me, it's time for my reading glasses. Alright, so we have the plow done and the grill done, and on the one that I picked, the bumper is also black, so we're going to paint the bumper black. Make sure I don't get paint on my fingers and then transfer it to the model. What's the matter here? It's not. There we go. Looks to go on a little heavier. Okay, and now I'm going to flip it over and on the underside just to make sure I've got everything. I'm going to have to buy some more blue tack because the stuff I have is not that sticky anymore. Come on, paint, behave yourself. There we go. So we have the plow. There. We have the plow done on the front. And now we're just going to do, we've got a ladder that goes up into the back of the dump area. And I'm just going to give it a light brushing of the flat black as well, just so it stands out. And we've got mud flaps on the back, so we'll do those black. More paint out here. I didn't realize it was going to take this much paint to do this thing. Alright. Alright, so we got the back of the vehicle done, got the front of the vehicle done, and I'm just going to clean my brush. I'm going to stop the video for a second here, if I can find my mouse, and I'm going to blow dry this thing with the hair dryer, and then we'll come back and start working. And we're back from the noise of the hair dryer, so we have, you can see now that this is pretty, it's fairly flat black. There's a couple of blacks, flat blacks I've missed here, but I'm going to do them after I've done the tires. So for the tires, we're using rubber black. And again, and the hubs are going to be silver. I just realized I should have done the silver first, because the black will cover the silver, but the silver won't cover the black. I'm going to take it off my hand so I can turn it upside down and get at the tires, because I was using the tires to hold it onto the painting hand. Alright, that's that pair done. Let's do the front one. And we'll flip it over and give it the other one. Okay. Alright, let's flip it over this way. Get you out of the way. And again, pick up some paint. Surfaces. This gives me the opportunity to paint the back of these wheels, these tires as well. Now, if you don't have rubber black, you could make it. Take some flat black, and put a little green in it. And that seems to be the color of rubber black. It's at least on the lid of the Tamiya paint, it has a very green hue to it, the black does. So you could make it up yourself. You don't want to use a lot of green because you still want it to look black. My 70-year-old hands are actually, I'm more in the 70s. I'm in my 70s. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's get that there. Okay, and we're going to give a little bit. Again, I'm using my Artist Opus paint brushes because they're the best for this particular very fine detail. This is just like painting wargaming miniatures. This stuff is so tiny. So I have the tires painted, and I'm going to put out more flat black here, and I'm going to do what I forgot, which is the stairs and the side rails of the chassis. So, I was using an eyedropper to get the body color again is Mission Paints new construction yellow 1990 to the present. It maybe could be even more yellow, but I like this the subtleness of this color, so that's why I'm using it. So now we'll pick up some black again here. Let's see here. Yep. Sorry, I'm not on camera right now, but this is real finicky. Okay, I'll try it on camera and see if we can get it done. And then we've got the frame of the vehicle here. And in there. And in there. And also at the back here. Bottom of this, like that. I'll flip it over. The other thing I'm going to experiment with is canopy glue to make the glass in the windows. And again, as I told you in last week's video, the best way to point, or I'm going to say the word point in this sentence, but the best way to paint is with your brush not completely loaded and pointing the brush at the line or the edge that you want to paint, instead of just painting a whole surface. It's better to paint the outside edge first with the brush painting straight towards the line, and then come back and fill in. So here I'm pointing it right at the base of the dumper on the dump truck. So that's essentially what this is. Now some of these are going to be filled with sand, So again, I'm painting the chassis a flat black. And then I will probably do a little bit of weathering, but not much, because in N scale you can't sometimes really see the weathering on a vehicle like this. There, I'm just picking up a little bit more paint, painting the complete frame, and then dabbing paint where I've missed it. And the next thing to do is the bottom of the dumper bed, again in flat black. Again, you're never going to see this. The size of the scale and the way these vehicles are going to be positioned, you're barely going to be able to see the underside, but I want to make sure that it's painted. And then we'll just mist this on the mud flaps. Again, we'll pick up some paint and get that done. Now I noticed that on the vehicle that I picked for the basis of our paint scheme here, that instead of chrome or silver for the cab mirrors, they have black on them, so I'm gonna paint that as well. Okay, and then the other side. This one because it's not as paint. The paint doesn't cover it as much. Okay. Now, just give me a second here. I gotta adjust the camera. So, and I'm just going to lift my camera up and move it in so we get a better sorry about this, guys. Here, give me. This is camera 7. And it's still flashing, son of a, oh no, that's 8 that's flashing. And let's fade. 7. Oh, we're already on 7. So you can see the vehicle here. And now the little finicky details. All right. So I've got some Vallejo metal color and I'm just shaking up the paint here, and I'm going to put just a little dab, but don't need much. Take my brush out of the water. Grab my rag. Clean it. And we're going to do the we're going to do the chrome. So, let's switch back to 6. And we'll pick this up. And we'll try to keep it on the yellow dot so you can see it. I'm sorry I can't get closer. It's an issue with the lens on that camera. I'm going to take this and just go in here. And I'm definitely going to have to do the tires over. Come back and touch up the tires with the rubber back again here. There we go. That's nicely done. And then in here. I'll have to come back and do that. Okay. So now we have chrome wheels. You can turn the vehicle upside down here and put a little bit of chrome on the mirror. There we go. So we're getting close. Now this is a snowplow. It has warning lights on it, and the warning lights in Canada at least are a blue and an orange. So I've got some blue paint here. And I need like a dot. And I've got some orange here. And so I am going to do the orange first. I just want to see how it goes. Okay. So, up on the top here, on this side, orange. On the back, orange, and orange there. Alright. Clean the brush off. Go to the blue. This side, blue. And this side, blue down here, and blue up there. Right. Okay, now I think I need to go back to the chrome, because I think there's a light, he put a light bar, I think. He put a light bar above the cab, and I'm going to just take some silver here, and I'm checking my brush for this. Okay, I'm going to pick up some silver. I'm going to test it on my finger. Right, that little trick of testing it on your hand. If you watch the Artist Opus YouTube channel, you'll see them do it almost every time they paint something. So, silver across there. And we're okay on the tires, we're okay there, we're okay there. We should have some silver here. And on under there for lights. And we're just about done here. So, let me hold this up so you can see it. So in the rear of the vehicle, we've got orange on one side, blue on the other. Although some of these are going to end up with this shape and pattern on the back of the vehicle. You can see there's a light bar all the way across here. Orange lights, orange lights, orange lights. This is red and orange, but I'm pretty sure ours are blue and orange. If they're not, I can always repaint them. And then there's the checkered pattern. So, what's left to do? Well, I really need to touch up the tires. Oh, I still have some on my plate. Just going to touch up where the chrome, and I definitely need my glasses for this. I'm going to try to keep my hand out of the way, but excuse me if I do end up with it in the way. Let's fix that. There, there, and there. Turn this over very carefully, trying not to get paint on my fingers so that I transfer it onto the here and there and there. Oops, a little bit right there. Oh, in the back of the mud flaps. Might as well paint them. Now, well, I think that's pretty successful. Did it go out of focus? Of course it did. I'll do that one more time. There we go. Although, we go to camera 7, that's a better shot. So there you go. So, that leaves 5 for me to do between now and next week. Next week we will be, oh, I might as well do one. And next week we will be over on the layout, working on the scenery and scenics for the facility, the gravel roads into it, and the parking lot for the vehicles, and we'll be putting the buildings on and running the wires through the surface of the layout out underneath, so we can power them up with my 3-volt power supply that supplies all the power for my lights on the layout. There's going to be some industrial tall lights in the parking lot as well, and let me just see if I can. Oh, I've got them right here. And I'll put a link to the site to get these lights if you're interested in. The site is funtrying.com, and I wonder if I go to 7, you'll probably get a better look at them. So there. And I'm now zoomed in too far. God. So these are the industrial lights that we're going to use. There's 4 in a box, and they also make one that's a circle, a ring. I don't know if the reflection of the plastic is letting you see that. Let me tip it up. You can see it there. There's the ring. I bought these way back, way back when I first started the layout, because I've used these in the layout on the mine, on the open pit mine. I've got a whole string of them along along one edge of the quite pleased with that. So now the only thing left to do is I've got a matte varnish and I've got a, I wonder, can we do that now? Let's try it, just see what happens. You can always repaint it. That's what I gotta keep telling myself. You can always repaint it. So it's on the stand, and I've got a crystal clear spray can of satin finish. No sanding between coats, etc., etc., etc. I'm just going to turn and spray the vehicle from here. Now, I may have to come back and try to get it, not get it on the plow. All right, turn this upside down. Yeah, and that's blowing air now, so we should be able to. And they say clean nozzle immediately, so if I want to still use this later on, I better do what they say. So, that's it for this week. Like I say, next week we will be on the layout, working on the actual facility. And hopefully we're going to get close to being finished. I've got propane tanks to paint. I've got a diesel diesel tank and a gas tank. I'm going to paint one white and one some other color, so that you can, just by looking at them, you can tell which is which. And we're going to put those in place. But like I say, first we're going to do the scenics with the ground cover and static grass and so forth. And we're going to put in the chain link fence that's going to surround the facility. So, I want to thank you for watching this week. Like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribing costs nothing, and if you ring the bell, you'll get a notification of when the next video goes up, which is usually on a Thursday sometime. So, thank you for watching. As always, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and always, always remember it's your railroad and you can build it any way you want. And I'll see you next week. Bye for now.